Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. It's Anonymous T. Hope you're having an amazing day today. So today I was blessed with a surprise Instagram live by Miss Trina, you guys. Like literally just ended moments ago. And I thought I would not be doing my due diligence if I just didn't come right on here and spill the tea and spill what Trina said on her live, you guys. So Trina went live and basically she was on live with her cousins, all beautiful black ladies, all beautiful black queens, by the way. Shout out to all of them. They were fantastic. It was a lot of positive vibes in the live. All positive comments. Trina fans like go hard in the paint for her, but it was very positive, very complimentary. There were some Love Island questions in terms of they were asking Trina, when was she casted? And she was saying how she applied, how she was there from the very beginning of the process. There were a lot of comments asking about, how they class the black men and if, black women should be boycotting Love Island because of, how they try to pin the black women against each other or fight for what the one black guy, or the black guy that they cast sometimes has a preference for some other types of ladies. However, basically Trina was like, hey, she was like, they cast everybody with the expectation that, you're going to, date who your preferences are on the show. Like that was part of it. So for instance, if they do cast black men, it's under the impression they say in the interviews, whether or not they are into black women. Because why cast black women on Love Island and cast, black men who are not into black women? That's not going to create love, you guys. So there was that. Then people were trying to get tea. They were trying to be strategic, you guys. They were all like, okay, well, who are you still close with from the cast? And so then Trina gave a very great answer. She was like, I am close with most people from the class. And it was cute because Corey joined right, like literally when the live started. And Bailey joined towards the end of the live, I want to say, as far as Love Islanders go. Also, people were asking Trina what her pros and cons were of the show, and Trina loved, of course, getting to know people and getting to meet everybody and everything else. She said a con is, though, sometimes, where editing can, take a toll. She still gets along with, the casting producers and productions and things. But when you're on these reality shows, you have no control on how you're going to be edited. You have no control on how you're going to be portrayed on TV, right? Like, you could be like a terrible person in real life and then get an angel edit, right? Or you could be the angel in real life and get the villain edit, which then causes a whole nother can of worms due to the social media reaction. But if you're a true fan and you see what it really is about, then you know what it is. And so, they were talking about, Trina and her cousins were talking about Bling Empire on Netflix, how you could just tell when, something is just not authentic at all, And I felt that way too about season 2 of Bling Empire, which is why I have not reviewed it. I probably will just talk about what I saw, where you could just tell when it's obvious they're being set up for a scene and obvious that they're saying, hey, we want you to talk about this. Hey, we want you to react this way to this. And so it felt very scripted. And season 1 was way much better. And so then they were asking Trina places she would like to go to. Would she go to Morocco? Lots of people shouting out that were from Kenya, as well as some people from India that were shouting out. Also, somebody, they were asking another Love Island question. They were trying to get tea about Cinco. They were asking questions about Cinco. Good job pivoting those, not even addressing that because it was going to go down a rabbit hole. So glad that did not get answered at all. There was so many people who were standing for Trina and Charlie, you guys. OMG. And then somebody started a rumor, you guys, that Trina kissed Charlie, and I was like, what are they talking about? I'm like, did I miss some tea? Did I miss something? Because I don't recall that ever happening. I'm like, what? Who said that? I was all like, who said that? Like, what is going on? Trina and Charlie didn't kiss. Like, what are they talking about? So, that was quickly debunked. And then people were going in on the comments. There was like a whole bunch of comments then, like, we love Trina and Charlie. Trina and Charlie would be so hot. And then one of her cousins chimed in and was like, yeah, we think he is so fine, and blah, 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 blah. Then somebody in the comments was like, yeah, his nose ring, you know, he got inspired by Tupac with the nose ring. That's so sexy. And then somebody else was like, Trina has no idea how big the Trina and Charlie fan base is. And I was like, geez, like, gee whiz, you guys. But it was so funny, you guys. And, you know, people were just, again, still trying to get some more tea. And then they were asking about, you know, because you guys know Love Island now is going to be on Paramount Plus. And so they were asking Trina, you know, what does she think is going to happen? And Trina said she thinks it's going to be more similar to how Love Island UK is, that, you know, really gets after it. And, you know, because CBS is a lot more family friendly and everything else. Also, some people were recommending for Trina to host Love Island because I do not believe Ariel is going to be back, last I heard. And so Trina was saying that she would love to host Casa Amor. Also talk positive about the show because I think some people were asking her, would she do it again? And she said she would like to host or whatever and host Casa Amor. Then some people had some ideas about doing some type of all-star season, like how they do with the challenge and bringing in, you know, previous people from previous seasons and things of that nature, doing a Love Island version of that and, you know, having different challenges and things. Also, I'm trying to think off the cuff because I did not take any notes. Like, I was just like, it was just out of nowhere. This live happened and I was like, all right, well, let me just tune in and see what she says. So then there was questions about the challenge because, as you guys know, I did a video earlier on who from Love Island USA was casted on the challenge from the leaked cast list, you guys. And so, you know, the rumor was in the cast list that, you know, Trina didn't make the final cast. And so people were asking about that. People were trying to get the tea on who Trina's potential partner was. And she was like, negative, can't say anything about that. Said that she was, you know, there from the beginning of the process and just basically didn't make the final cut. But she said it's all good. She's recommended for season 39 and something changed up with whatever story she was supposed to be a part of. So once, you know, MTV went in a different direction of what storylines they wanted to have, that is why Trina is not going to be on, but most likely will be on season 39, which I told you guys in the last video she was going to be in season 39, and I didn't even have to ask her. I already knew because the same thing literally just happened to Johnny, you guys, where he was in the final cast for season 37. It was him and Jeremiah. I don't know who his partner was or was going to be, but did not make the final cut, but I knew he would be on this season no matter what. And I think that's going to be the same that they're going to do for Trina, is she will definitely be on the following season, you guys. Because they're not going to make the same mistake twice. And I still think that there's a chance that they may even call her for season 38 if the people that they cast don't give what they're supposed to. They may just say, Trina, we need you to come out to Argentina ASAP because we made the mistake for season 38. And we're going to manifest that and speak that into existence. But Trina did say that she is going to be filming soon another reality show, you guys. So I am curious to figure out which one that is. We'll have to do some investigating, you guys, and figure out and get to the bottom of it. But, you know, Trina said she's happy for everybody else that did make the show and did make the cut and this and that. Then she was suggesting about possibly doing a live like this with her family. It was all good vibes. It was happy times. It was a couple of shots. Everybody was lit. And I loved how they answered every single comment, you guys. Every single comment, every single question, even for some people identifying them by name. Like, that's why so many people love Trina, is because she is so real, she is so authentic, and she is truly nice, you guys. And it was just very nice, all of the love that she was getting from everyone. And, you know, she even said, you know, she answers DMs from people, and she loves the engagement with her fan base, you guys. And also, I'm trying to think what else. Oh, somebody weird was asking what hospital Trina worked at. And I was like, what? was like, what are you guys doing? Like, she can't tell you that. And then they were asking if she has any mental health items coming up or any initiatives or programs or things of that nature. And Trina did say that she has some things coming up and that she will announce them when she can, when it's appropriate for the time for all of that to happen and everything else. A lot of people were complimenting her on how beautiful she was. And she looked fresh faced, you guys. And even her cousins were hyping her up. They're like, yeah, that's our Black Barbie and everything else. And then it was just so cute, you guys. It was so cute. So sorry for those of you who missed it, but it was very wholesome. It was very positive. They left really a few moments ago because it was time to go to the hot tub and, unwind and relax and have a good time. So it was what it was, but it might be a weekly Sunday night thing that they might do, because I believe Trina mentioned that she is off on Sundays. Somebody was asking about Kira, how her and Kira were doing and why Kira wasn't there, and she was like, Kira's at home. And then somebody was asking about Bakersfield, where Trina was from, and they were kind of like, and so there was that. Also, they were like, are you still very close with Leslie and Kira? And it was like, well, I mean, for me, I was like, why is somebody asking that question? It's like a duh. like, have you not been watching their Instagrams? Like, they are obviously very close, you guys. So there was that. But I think that was pretty much the meat of it all, you guys. It wasn't too long of a live. It was, like I said, it was very positive. There was no hate. There was no negativity. It was just good vibes. Everybody was pleasant. Everybody was, really nice in the comments and everything else. And I just enjoyed it all, you guys. And people were giving, and the only constructive criticism people were giving was as it pertained to Love Island, the show, and how it treats Black women and how it does, putting the Black women against each other, or, leading into some type of love triangle to fight over the same Black man, or whatever the case may be, you guys. So there was that. And then there was a little tea that was dropped at the end, you guys. There was some tea that was dropped at the end. And that tea was allegedly Mr. West had asked Trina if she was still interested in somebody that she may or may not still be interested in. We do not have the time frame of when this was asked. We don't know if this was asked right after the show. We do not know if this was asked last week, you guys. We don't know. But all we do know is at some point after the show, Wes asked out Trina and asked Trina, hey, are you still into so-and-so or no? Because I'm trying to holler. And that was that. And then the mic dropped and then the live ended, you guys. And I was just left wanting more tea, you guys. I was like, so when did this West thing happen? Can we rewind back to the West thing? And for a second, you guys, I was confused. For a second, I was confused because in the comments, people were talking about Wes from season 1 and thought that he might like Black girls or whatever because of how he was on season 1. And so I was like still thinking about season 1 Wes, and I was like, oh no, she means Wes. And I was like, oh, Wes. This season's Wes. Wow. So we will have to monitor that and find out about that to you guys and see what's up with that. But that is very interesting tea. So there is that. That is finally everything, you guys. Tell me